Hello and welcome everybody. Welcome to Pinball Storytellers, our weekly storytelling show. And this is my co-host Justin. What's up, Justin?
Not a lot. How you doing, chat? How you doing, Chucky?
Pretty good. Just tried out the Darkest Dungeon for about 5 hours straight. It's amazing game.
Was that a new game or like an old game?
It's barely released. It was a Kickstarted project, and now they released it on Steam.
Okay, that makes sense.
It's like they released on the 4th, which was actually last night. I played it last night for a bit, and I had only TPKs. I literally died continuously. When I started up the stream and started naming my characters after chat, I did not die. I lost, like, I went for 5 hours straight. I lost only 3 characters, which is like very, very few. So chat is my lucky charm today.
Giving chat all the credit.
Yes, all the credit. They deserve it. Okay, good. So let's talk about Pinball Storytellers.
Right.
What happened last time?
This is our first two-parter.
Yeah, this is our first two-parter.
Last time we discovered that the merchant of Leipzig had 3 daughters, and that he was a widower, and that he really wanted to marry off his daughter so he could get some strange. That was his priority in life. Turns out his oldest daughter wasn't so interested in getting married, but she was really good with business, and she's now living in Leipzig and making a small fortune. Second oldest daughter got married to a soldier, and on the way home, some shit happened. You found a magical glowing castle,
And it did not go that well.
You picked a rose you shouldn't have picked.
No. She picked a rose. My daughter.
Yeah, she picked a rose, and then you were forced to leave her there or die.
That's about it?
But he did promise that, if you came to the clearing once a year, that you could visit.
Well, to be honest, I kinda made him promise.
Yeah, but still, I mean, he promised.
Yeah. Good point. Okay, so let's see what happens next.
Okay. So, we're sticking with the format where I'm the DM and you're Beauty?
Yeah.
I guess.
I think that's the part here. Do you want to tell me anything specific about Beauty that I don't know yet?
No, I think you got her character down. She's a little flighty. She went and she had this big city to look around in, and she just went off and slept in a field looking for flowers. I think that
That's enough.
She maybe looked for some books at the market, but took a book with her to when she was napping. But she's not super sociable. I would say she's really beautiful, but we rolled her hotness, and she's not.
She's just a bit above average, if I'm correct.
Yeah. Your daughters did get progressively hotter as they got younger, so she is the hottest amongst your daughters.
So she has this idea that she is kind of like very beautiful.
Yeah, I mean,
she
by
grew up.
comparison.
Yeah, she grew up with 3 daughters and then 2 other women in the same house that she was obviously more beautiful than.
Right. There you go.
Okay, so I guess I am now in my magic tower with Beast.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's his magic tower.
His magic tower, yeah. So set the scene. What's up?
So let's say it's like just after your father left. You're forced to go back inside the tower, and you're in like the front room. The vestibule. First room. And
Yeah, okay. So tell me like what's happening right now. Is this the first day I am where? Or anything?
I'm thinking about how I'm gonna handle. Okay, so I know what I'm gonna do. So it's the first day. You get in. You're just sort of following along behind the beast. Beast
Okay.
is not looking at you. Get into the front hall. You hear him growl in order, some kind. Maybe it almost sounds like it's in a different language. And a armoire sort of picks itself up off the wall and walks towards him.
What is that? I kind of like whisper only to myself. I kind of like stare at both of them, like looking like this.
You see his ears twitch. He turns around and looks at you. And he's like, "One of my servants."
You have a servant that's an armoire?
The entire castle is enchanted. Almost everything in the castle is both a servant and functional as something else.
Wait, so when I slept in the bed was alive?
Yes.
Ugh. Any bed that's not alive?
If you can call it life. Would you like a bed that's not capable of conforming to your every curve at will? They're very comfortable to sleep in that way.
Yes.
Very well then. I shall have one constructed for you. And he growls something else in a language, and there's a bench next to the door. The bench sort of starts hopping around.
I'm basically a bit white in the face, but I kind of like easily take steps towards him, I guess. That's kind of it.
And the bench, like after a few more comments from the beast, the bench goes off up the stairs, and you hear some like racket, some shifting shit. Like it sounds like heavy things are being moving around. Eventually, you might hear some hammering. And the beast turns to you and says, "My armor will show you around, show you to your room, and we'll dress you for dinner. Please take a few hours to rest and get comfortable."
Well, I kind of literally got up about 3 hours ago.
Well, but you've had a grave shock to your system. I'm sure you must want to rest. Or not, it's up to you. Just follow the armoire.
Okay. Does the armoire have a name?
I never thought to give them names.
Well, they walk, they listen to your orders, they seem like servants, they should have names.
He turns and looks at the armoire. Armoire, would you like a name? And the armoire sort of looks... If an armoire can look confused, this armoire looks confused. But eventually, like there's like a little piece of... There's a little knob at the top, sort of decorated, and then the knob kind of like faintly nods yes.
Okay.
The beast looks at you and he's like, I don't believe I'm any good at naming things. What would you call him? Or it?
I don't know. What does it like to do?
It likes to stand in the front hall.
Just name it, no, just normal name. Name it John.
Very well. John the Armoire. Do you like your new name, John? And same little ball, like, flapping up and down.
Seems to like it.
So I shall name the other servants.
Just think normal. Think to what your friends would be named like. And take it from something like that. I kind of like look weirdy because I don't know if he has friends or not, and if I just insulted him.
You see him sort of like clench his jaw. It's like just, I'll see you for dinner, and he turns to his left and stalks off into like a room haven't been in, and you just see him disappear around a corner.
Okay, John, do you want to take me around? I don't really feel like sleeping, but I kind of want to see the castle. If I have to spend all my life here.
So the armor is like flexing its little legs, and it's like and sort of hopping up and down in eagerness. So it heads into the dining room, which you've actually seen.
Yeah, I basically tell her I could. Ah, I've seen this.
It looks a little sad, if an armor can look sad. And it let's see. So the fireplace is to the right. You got windows looking on the outside. It takes you to the left through a set of double doors, and you're in a really huge kitchen. And you see you see like a bunch of pots stirring themselves. You have some knives that are like working on a cutting board. The cutting board, one of the cutting boards is kind of squirming a little bit, like it's being tickled as the knife cuts through some garlic, some onions, doing some prep. Got a really nice fine dice on those onions. Some good mise en place.
Okay.
It's a crazy kitchen. It's like it's like a kitchen going full tilt, except there's no people in it. Everything's moving itself around.
Well, at least you don't need any housewives.
The armor just sort of rotates its whole body to like try and indicate, no. And it
Can you speak? Do you have a mouth?
And it actually pulls you over to a tea kettle, and it puts the tea kettle on to boil on the stove. And when the tea kettle hits a boil, steam comes out. And normally there's a whistle, but this time you actually hear like a thready, high-pitched, weird voice, and it says, "Very few of us can speak."
Who spoke? Was it you?
I'm the kettle.
Oh, the kettle?
Yeah, very few of us can speak.
Oh. That's nice.
I can only speak when there's water boiling in me.
Well, I gave the armoire a name, and your master? What's his name? You never gave him his name.
His name's Master.
I wish I need to give him a name as well. Anyway, I named your friend here, and he seemed to like it. Do you want a name?
Okay.
What about Katie?
Okay.
Okay, Katie. So, can I make some tea?
Yeah, of course. And some like a pot hops off the dish rack behind you, comes hopping over. Its lid comes off, and it like scoops up some tea and pours it into itself. And then the kettle picks itself up and pours hot water into the pot. And then the armoire refills the kettle. After a few minutes, the water boils again, and Katie is like, "It'll be ready in a minute. It just has to steep."
Okay, no problem.
Yeah, so after a couple more minutes, a cup and a saucer hop off and sort of sit themselves in front of you. The tea pours itself. It kind of like, "Milk or sugar?"
Yeah. A bit of sugar, more milk.
Okay. So a little creamer comes over and pours. The sugar thing comes over, and tongs like scoop up the sugar square into your tea, and spoon picks itself up and stirs it.
Like I know.
Okay. Already.
Easily drink it. So, how long have you been here?
has the castle been in this place, or?
No, I mean, how long has your master been your master?
Oh, he's been my master forever, as far as I know.
Do you know the concept of time?
It's it's the things that have happened, the things that are happening, and the things that haven't happened yet, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So what was the first thing that you remember?
Being a tea kettle?
Okay, but how did you become a master's tea kettle?
Well, I don't know. The first thing I remember is being a tea kettle in this castle, and he is the master of the castle, so I guess I've always been his tea kettle.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll just stand around here. John, do you want to show me around anymore? Is there anything more besides the rooms and the dining room? Well, I kind of want to see it. Katie, do you want to join us?
Okay, but I can't talk if there's no key.
Don't you? If I shout out for stuff, do they come to me or do I need to go to them?
Oh no, everyone in the castle has really good hearing, because the master's not very patient. So if you really want something, you can just shout. It's fine.
Candle? Candle?
Tea kettle is like, oh. You hear this rumbling sound, and from every single door, and from the door down into the what you're assuming is like the basement in the root cellar for storage, you see thousands of candles sort of swarming in.
Okay, one of you, only one of you, only one of you. You, that candle over there. Point to just a random candle. You.
All the other candles sort of like, they're all standing up straight, and then they go limp, and they sort of slump away.
No, don't slump.
Dragging their little waxy butts.
I'll promise to use one of you each day.
Okay. Some of them perk up at that. Some of them are like, yeah, some of them are just like still dragging themselves away. They're like, I don't believe you. There's too many of us.
Well, I use that candle and I put water into Katie, and then I walk around with a candle beneath Katie while it's flaming so she can talk.
That seems fair. You carry that around yourself?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I go around following John.
So John shows you some other stuff. Like he now that the basement door is open, he gestures to the basement door, and he's like, he looks at you.
Do you want me to open it?
No, it's open because of the candles.
Oh, okay, then I'd
He's
go
like
in.
he's like gesturing to it and looking at you because you didn't say where you wanted to go.
Anywhere.
Oh, okay.
Just
Well.
I want to explore around. I mean, I've never been here, and I'm supposed to spend all my life here.
Well, down is anywhere. So he takes you down in the basement, into the kitchen, and there's it's an extensive wine cellar. You got barrels of ale and racks of wine, barrels of flour. There's another small staircase going even deeper down. And down there's a root cellar, so you have all sorts of stored potatoes and all sorts of victuals. You have jars of pickled vegetables.
Okay, sounds good.
Couple crates of salt.
Anything else besides that?
No.
Okay, so
I mean, it seems strange because it seems like enough food. It seems like a normal amount of food for their castle, but I mean, it's just him that actually eats, right?
is there anybody in here besides him? that eats?
No, just him.
Has there ever been anybody else?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, is it what time it is? He told me to meet him for dinner.
It's around noon, I think.
Okay, but let's follow. Come on, John, let's go. Then I kind of he shows me around. And if there's anything specific you want to tell me, tell me. If not, we just spend time showing me around.
There's like a drawing. There's a drawing gallery with several really lovely paintings.
Mm-hmm.
And if you the paintings are kind of
They're
strange.
alright.
Like if one painting notices you're looking at it too long, it will all the clothes, the people in the painting will be removed, to make you uncomfortable.
I'm actually not uncomfortable with that.
Oh.
I'll say. I mean, it's me and immaterial stuff, and she is kind of a romantic, so she doesn't really care. She stares even more after that. Oh, that's interesting.
The longer you stare at the paintings, the more they try and make you uncomfortable.
Oh, yeah, I mean, eventually they kind of, yeah.
Whatever, yeah. They get as graphic as they need to be to make you uncomfortable.
Okay, well, that's about it.
Let me think. No, you probably wouldn't get there. Not before dinner. Alright. Yeah. So there's lots of rooms in the castle. There's a study. There's a solarium. There's a greenhouse that seems to grow a lot of vegetables. Very similar. It looks like all the same stuff that you saw down in the basement. You've already seen the rose garden, obviously.
Okay, that sounds good.
There's a stable. The stable's kind of weird because the saddles are tied to the roundabout and are being exercised by the roundabout.
So
the saddles are riding themselves with no horses.
So there's no horses around.
No, no horses, just saddles that are riding.
Okay, I'll just stare at them for a bit and say, you guys can fly?
No, don't be silly. They're riding the horses.
Horses?
Yeah, saddles go on horses. Don't you know that?
Yeah, but there's no horses.
Well, there must be because they're saddles.
I mean, I don't see the horses.
Well, just because you don't see them doesn't mean they're not there.
Like, can I could go near a saddle that's poke it? Poke it like around the saddle, not the saddle itself.
Your hand doesn't encounter anything.
There's no horse.
Just because you can't touch it doesn't mean it's not there.
Are you sure? I think that's the idea of being there, touching, smelling, or seeing it.
What if you're blindfolded? Is it not there then?
Yeah, but you can still smell it or touch it.
What if you're congested?
You can still touch it.
What if your hands are tied up?
It can still touch you.
What if it's afraid of touching people?
Then it's just a weird horse.
What if it's a horse in a magic castle?
Okay, that might make sense. So I can like half give in. It's like I don't really understand it, but I'll not argue with you anymore. Okay, so I think that's about it.
The castle seems bigger on the inside than it is on the outside. It seems like however many
It's
rooms
bigger
you go
on the
to-
inside, huh?
It seems like however many rooms you go to and things you see, John always has something else he can show you.
Well, I think we're just gonna spend around however many he can show me. And then I'm gonna go to dinner. Beast. Or Master, or however they call it. Or him.
So the around about 6 o'clock, the armor starts like towards trying to pull you, and it pulls you to a room. And in that room, there's a really ugly bed that looks like it's been hacked together from random bits of wood that weren't useful for anything else. And the mattress looks like it's lumpy. It looks like it's been roughly and quickly stuffed and sewn shut with something. It looks very strange.
Okay, Katie, what's this?
It's your bed! You asked for a bed that wasn't alive, because apparently you don't like living things.
I was just scared. If I get to... I think I'll get to know a bed first. Then I'll make it my bed. Can beds talk? Any of the beds can talk?
Well... one of them has a carving of a mouth on one of the posters, so... maybe? I don't know. The beds are pretty dull, they mostly just sleep.
I'll try and talk to that one then. Do we have enough time until dinner?
Oh no, it's gonna take a while to get you ready.
Okay. Well,
So,
what am I getting ready for? There's only the two of us.
Well yes, but one has to be dressed properly for dinner.
Okay.
So the armoire opens its doors, and there's a beautiful selection of corsets and dresses and underthings.
Under things.
Mhm.
Well,
all,
yeah.
All neatly arranged. And John sort of imagine like a guy thrusting his chest out, only in this case he's thrusting his collection, his internal collection of clothing out
So this
at
is
you.
basically the...
He's like jiggling back and forth. He's like,
Like, oh, thank you. I'll take this one. And I can like easily take one of them.
So you pick up one of the dresses, and
Yep.
John nods excitedly, and suddenly, like these two decorative flanges, they looked like they were just decorative, come up from the sides and snatch the dress back, and suddenly the armor is like taking off your clothes and putting on the matching corset that goes underneath it, and then the shift, and getting you sealed into this dress. And you kind of feel like you're being tossed about, but it doesn't seem like it's rough. It's just very fast.
No, I don't really oppose it. I just gonna let it happen.
So after a few minutes, John's all done. His flanges go back to being decorative, and he sucks in the clothes that you were wearing into the armoire, and the doors close.
Take care of those clothes.
He
Please.
walks around you, and he like tilts back and forth, does his nodding thing.
Okay. Well, I guess we'll go to dinner now. No? No dinner?
And he sort of shivvies you towards a small table with a small mirror on it.
What am I supposed to look at myself before I go to dinner?
I think he wants you to sit down.
Sit down. Okay, I sit down.
So as you sit down, there's a bunch of little drawers on the vanity. They all open up, and suddenly there's powders and brushes and lipsticks and all sort of hovering in the air and flying at you. You feel something going through your hair, sort of pressing it, and you hear a snipping sound. And then you can feel something tugging on your hair.
You know, what's happening back there? Katie?
You're just getting your hair done.
Okay.
Sure, it'll be fine. This is the best vanity in the castle. The other ones are a little out of practice. I mean, have you seen the Beast's hair? Have you seen Master's hair?
I mean, he's only hair. I haven't seen it.
Exactly.
Ah, okay. So how did this one get practice?
They worked on the horses.
Okay, if you say so. For 1 second there, you were like, what? Oh wait, oh what?
No, I meant what I said, and I said what I meant. I just think it's funny.
Yeah, it is funny.
I got a line. I got a story in my head. This all makes sense.
Oh, I believe you.
100%. So at the end of a few minutes, the brushes stop like darting at your face quite as badly, and your nails have been painted. You look fantastic.
Wow, we need what? My girlfriend needs one of these.
It's like a subtle. They did a really good job. It's a subtle, understated makeup job. It looks like you're not wearing makeup, but your eyes are a little bigger.
Perfect.
Your lips look
Perfect.
Your lips look a little more defined. They're a little redder. There's just a light.
My
redness
stomach
on your
starts grumbling.
Okay, now it's dinner time.
I smile, and at the same time, I kind of remember Beast. Like, what does your master like to do? Like, what does he do on a normal day? Does he like music?
I make him tea in the afternoons usually, and he has tea, and that's pretty much the only time I see him. And he's normally in his study when he does that.
Okay, the others, the armoire and the one that was decorating my hair. Can you talk to them, or like, can you understand what they're saying? So can you ask them the same thing?
Okay.
And Katie looks at John, and John starts doing some sort of strange dance, like partially opening his doors, and the knobs like rotate slightly sometimes. And Katie's like,
Okay. So John's a front hall armoire. Normally, he doesn't usually leave the front hall. So he says he pretty much only sees Master going to and from dinner. And as far as he knows, that's all Master does, is goes to and from dinner every night.
And this one? Oh,
So,
now you made my hair. I think I should name you. Do you have a concept? Female, male? Do you have that concept, or? No, it doesn't matter.
some of the brushes, like, they don't look at you, but they try and build a little person. So 2 of the brushes are now legs, and then there's a third brush that's a body, and then it has little heads, and then it's like a jar of paint is a head.
Oh, you want names as well?
Well, you're like,
Like everything that goes to a piece of furniture that's for a specific thing is one thing. So the vanity's just trying to talk to you with its brushes.
Oh, okay, I get it. So do you... I know. Your name should be Steve. You like Steve? You like Steve? Okay, what about Queen?
The jar of paint that's its head sort of shakes its head no.
What about Queen? You like Queen? Okay, I'll name you Queen from now on. Okay. So,
The mirror looks especially shiny all of a sudden. Has a little bit of like a red tinged hue in your eye.
I kind of... do you guys have a ledger that speaks?
Ledger?
Notebook.
No, We have a notebook that can write itself.
Okay, well, are there many? Are there hundreds?
Well, in the library, there's quite a few.
So, notebook that can write itself. Only one of you decide between yourselves.
So yeah, like a few minutes go by. You feel like there might have been a great amount of debate about which one of them got to come. But eventually you hear like not so much a knocking on the door, it's more like a on the door.
I open the door.
And there's a notebook at the bottom, and it's like it's not so much walking as it is slithering, like trying to do the snake.
Okay, I have a very important mission for you. So from now on, you're gonna stay with me, and everybody I name, you're gonna have a little notes with them. Because sometime I might forget the name, but I mean I'm supposed to live here all my life, so we'll name a lot of things. So first we'll name you, and then I'll tell you the names I have already given, and then you write down again the name I give. Is that okay?
So it opens up the front page, and it says the front page just says yes, and then that goes away, and then it flips the page, and then it there's a list of every single room in the castle, with a list of every single item in every single room.
We'll do it as we meet them, so make it easier.
Okay, well, all that hard work just vanishes.
Is it hard work for it?
It looks a little sad, if a notebook can look sad.
Well, I give him the names that I already given, and I give him the name of Feyama.
Okay.
Is the notebook okay with Feyama?
Oh yeah, the notebook's very okay with Feyama.
Okay, good.
Oh, the notebook is very suspicious.
Why?
Because
Okay.
feels like maybe the notebook's gonna do a lot of hard work for very little reward.
Well, I will love and cherish the notebook and keep it in a very high regard to everything else.
Okay.
Okay, so I guess we'll go to dinner.
Okay. The notebook's like trying to keep up.
I'll keep it up.
Doing
All
its
right,
snake
do
thing
this.
on the ground. Aw.
Like, because it kind of feels normal that a girl in a dress, if she has a little notebook, that she kind of like moves with it like this.
Okay. The notebook seems pretty happy.
Okay.
So you get into dinner. The living room is open. It's brightly lit, just like the first night. Beautiful spread on the table, just like that first night. Except for now, there's the beast is sitting at the head of the table, and he stands as you walk into the room.
Hello.
I see the armor. I see John got you ready in time.
Yes, they're all very good. I need to ask you something. Do you have a name?
Yeah. Everything in the castle calls me master.
Yes, but I don't want to call you master. What's your name?
I don't think I have a name. I don't remember.
Do you want me to give you a name? It should be a lot easier than calling you master.
So you don't want to call me master. You can call me what you want, but it won't be my name.
Okay, well, until we find out your name, I'll call you Justin.
Well, that's not going to get confusing at all.
I know.
Justin, what kind of puny name is this?
Just a human name. It's nice. I like it.
Very well. You may call me Justin.
Okay. Well, dinner?
Oh, yes. Please. He walks around to your side of the table and like pulls your chair out. Totally meaningless gesture because the chair could literally pull itself out.
Okay, and I guess I just kind of eat.
Mhm.
Okay.
The food is excellent. I mean, from the smells in the kitchen earlier, you were kind of assuming it would be excellent, but
makes sense. Makes sense.
Mhm.
Well, as we kind of go on, I'm gonna ask him like, how long has this castle been here? What are you doing here? Like, what's are you not doing? What do you do all day?
The castle has always been, and always will be.
But you said the roses are what keeps the castle alive.
Well, the roses always have been,
Always.
and always will be as long as I'm here to protect them.
Well, were you always here to protect them?
Yes.
Are you sure? You don't look like always. You look like
What?
you look like you've been here sometime, but not always.
What does always look like?
I don't know, big, old, gray beard. Old. You don't look old.
How can you
You
tell?
actually, I don't know. You look nice. I like how you look. I mean, I was scared at first a bit, but I mean, you've been nice to me. I like you. You don't look like always. Always is bitter. Always is not so nice.
Okay. Well, he crits his insight check.
I'm not fucking with him.
Yeah, I know. It's just.
That's now
It
he
would
knows
have
that.
been funnier if you rolled low. Okay.
Yeah. This is, by the way, as we are eating.
Yeah. He seems like he's been very tense, and then when you say this, he actually starts to relax a little bit. I think he tries to make jokes. They're not funny, but it's clearly he's trying to make jokes.
Oh, wow.
Every time you laugh, he bares his teeth. You think it might be a smile.
I'll go near him. Like I'm imagining that the dining room is like very long, and each of us are on one side.
Mhm.
I don't like these type of tables. And I just, without even, come on, your name shall be Stevie, to the chair. Not Queen, Thelma, do you have that?
Mhm.
Okay. And then I'll
It's
just
like it flips open and says, dining room chair number 13, Stevie.
okay. So Stevie, come on, and I put the chair like right next to Beast, right next to Justin.
Okay. The chair like literally follows you, and then just as you're about to sit down, it like shoves itself in.
And I sit down and I smile at him.
He smiles back.
Like this.
Larger
like
this time, and you can see like some yellow plaque build up on his teeth. It's these really huge fangs.
Like this. And I can do this to him. And as I do that, like I see him. Yeah. By the way, just move a bit your head. Move your head. That's it. And I start laughing wildly. You know what? We need to take care of that. You ever brush your teeth? You know, mint leaves, and you brush your teeth so that yellow thing isn't there. Look like this, and I can like show him my teeth. I'll brush your teeth tonight. I'll show you how. My mother taught me. Oh no, not my mother. My father taught me.
Yeah, you killed your mother.
Yeah, I killed your mother. I feel very sad for a second, but then I just shake it off.
Cause haters gonna hate. Okay.
I'm just role playing right now.
So you get to dessert. His jokes aren't getting any better, but he's still trying to make them. He talks about.
I'll try and tell him a couple of good jokes.
He doesn't get them.
Okay. Well, I'll still try.
He keeps trying. Like every time you tell a joke, he asks you to explain it.
And I explain it. I don't really have a problem with that.
Okay.
It's not good explaining jokes, but yeah.
Every time you explain a joke, he just kind of looks confused. He's like, I don't get why that's funny.
Ah. I'll show you later.
So you make it to the end of dinner without being eaten.
I mean, I wasn't expecting to be eaten.
What do you do next?
I say, come on, show me what you do all day.
Okay.
And they mentioned a bed that has a mouth. I want to talk to it. I was a bit hasty at first. Everything new, you need to understand, I was a bit scared. Like you had the first time. But I think if I get to know a bed, I can sleep in it.
Very well.
Okay, and I just let him show me the rest of like what he does all day.
So he shows you like a shed near the rose bed, and he explains that the roses have to be carefully tended every day. They have a special feed that has to be made up, and it has to be mixed just right. So he has like the raw.
I'm very interested, yeah, in this.
He spends all day. He spends the day getting them mixed just right, and then he feeds the roses. And like as soon as he puts the feed down, little rootlets come up from underneath the ground and like make a thatched web over the feed, and then they just press down, and suddenly all the feed is gone.
Interesting. I am very interested in this, and I actually do. Actually, try and remember all of this. I actually write most of it down in Fama.
Okay.
I know that sounds so funny. It's gonna be great.
I just wish Fiamma was in chat.
That's gonna be even funnier when she sees the episode.
Sure. Alright. So that takes up like most of his morning, and a good bit of his afternoon. It's an enormous rose garden, and getting the mixture right is very painstaking and precise. And there's like a certain order to it for all the ingredients to work together. And then he takes you to the library, which John didn't show you earlier because he wasn't sure he was allowed to. But this is actually it's an enormous library. It has big rolling ladders.
My eyes go wide.
There's books, like hundreds, thousands of books.
Oh, I love books. This is amazing.
And if you actually go open any of the books, none of them are typeset. They're all handwritten.
Have you written all of these books?
Yes.
What are they about?
So he takes you to like the next thing, and he shows you a magic mirror. Or he shows you a mirror, rather.
Yeah.
And he hands you the mirror. He says to think about a book, any book.
I think about the last book I read.
Okay. So as you think about the last book you read, you see it, and you're actually looking at the Leipzig Fair. You can feel yourself, like, first you're looking at the city, you're sort of flying across the countryside, then you see the Leipzig city, and then it zooms in really quickly to the book, and you see the cover of the book. And then, like, there's a particular chapter that you remember that was really fun and appealing, and suddenly, even though the book's closed, you can see the page, and you're reading that chapter.
Can I use this to look at people?
Yeah. I only use it to look at books, but I guess you could use it to look at people.
Let me show you my sisters. You wanna see my sisters?
Okay.
I turn around a bit. I don't know how we'll catch them, so
Yeah, he turns around.
I think about my eldest sister, the businesswoman.
So you think about your eldest sister. And weirdly, the mirror jumps up a little bit, and then suddenly you're over a different city, which seems like long canals in it, and she's in what looks like a coffee house, surrounded by a bunch of people who are passing little bits of paper, like paper with numbers and stuff written on them, back and forth, and they're all yelling at each other and shouting.
Sis, can you hear me?
Nope.
Well, this is her. You can turn around.
Okay. He looks at her. He doesn't say anything.
I can tell her a couple of funny stories with me and her from childhood.
He still doesn't get it.
No, it's not.
Like he listens to the stories.
It's
but
not more of a
doesn't-
funny. It's more like nice stories. It's like one time a dog was barking at me, and she came with a stick and guided me from the dog because she was bigger, and she was so brave. And give like an emotional story like that. I mean, you've read all of these books, and imagine that you understand feelings, you know? Then I could point to my feelings, pointing to my chest like this.
He nods. I have feelings. Of course.
Good. I smile at him. It's good. I mean, Katie, is Katie around? Do the items have feelings as... Oh no, they have. They look sad. Well, no, I'm liking it here. I'm really liking it here. I wasn't expecting to.
You hear like a metal clanking sound coming from the hallway, and Katie pops around the corner.
Hey, Katie.
And there's like a candle comes and picks her up and holds her up for a little while.
She's like, you called?
Oh, I was just asking if you had feelings.
What are feelings?
You know, when I named somebody, but I didn't name the next thing, and they looked down, sad.
Oh, so feelings are bad. Yeah.
No,
No, I feel bad all the time.
not bad. When I named you, how did you feel?
Like a person?
That's feelings.
Oh,
When
okay.
when I ask Fama when I keep her close to me, what does she feel? That's it?
Only when you keep her close to you, she feels your boobs.
Okay. Well, Justin?
She like contours to them and everything.
Mm, I don't know how to feel about that. Can I be sexually embarrassed by a notebook?
Apparently, it's a female notebook, so makes it
Yeah.
even more ambiguous.
Yeah. I mean. Anyway, Justin,
Yes.
you want me to? You want me to take care of all the hair? I think that would be fun. I've always cut the hair of my sisters, but never so much.
Is there something wrong with the hair?
No, it'd just be fun to cut it.
Um,
I want to see your skin, like your face. You don't need to hide.
oh. His hair doesn't really cover his face. His face is like leathery and dark, but it's not hairy. But his hair, like from his head.
So that's what my image of him was, like a hair, and he has like eyes and oh.
You haven't seen him topless, but if you were to see him topless, he's hair pretty much from the neck down, but not on his face.
Isn't it too hot in that? Don't you sweat?
He doesn't actually.
Oh, that's a cool trick. Anyway, I guess. Oh, I promised I'd teach you how to brush your teeth. Come on, let me show you.
Okay.
And
So
I
you
get
got
some
like a
mint
little-
leaf. Yeah.
Not a bathroom per se, but it's like a little room off to the side of one of the bedrooms. It has like a basin of water and.
And I show him how to brush his teeth, and if he doesn't make it, I'll just brush his for him.
Okay. It's a fun little bit of history. Toothbrushes didn't used to curve, right? It didn't used to be a stick with bristles. The bristles used to be on the end like a paintbrush, so you could like do this. And you'd like it was very, very awkward.
So I teach him the very, very awkward dance of brushing
Well,
his teeth.
it would probably make the canine thing easier. It's just these big canines. You can imagine if you were doing it to someone, it might be a little easier to like do it that way.
Yeah, so I'll just do it for him.
His breath surprisingly does not smell bad.
That's nice. And I think I'll just kind of jump around him. I mean, the idea of jumping around, like spend some time with him and just talk about him and how he's doing. And after a while, if we get bored, I'll start showing him real like outer world stuff in the mirror. It's like, do you want to see a businessman? Do you want to see a bar? Do you want to see a, and so on. Again, I show him stuff.
You start like explaining the world to him.
Yeah.
Okay. He seems really interested. He's a lot of the time he'll be like, "Oh, I read about this in a book," or so that's what that meant.
Do you? No, we'll talk about that later.
His
And-
smile looks much less frightening now. It looks like he's kind of getting the hang of it.
I'll spend. Do you want to do anything specific here, or do you want me to jump forward?
No, unless there's something you want to do.
No, it's
I think you've made a good start.
So basically, what's gonna
For your
happen?
first day in the castle.
Basically, I think what's gonna happen is I'm gonna spend each day kind of talking to him, showing him stuff, explaining jokes, maybe like styling his hair a bit,
Okay.
and I will speak to the bed. Does the bed speak to me?
Mhm.
It's like, hey bed, I'm going to have a bed that's not, your type of bed, and I wanted to talk to one of you beds, and What's up?
Oh, no, you didn't. I'm supposed to be the master's bed. You're going to take me away, aren't you? I'm not going to be the master's bed anymore. You're just selfish. Selfish is what you are.
No, no, but they told me that you're the only one who speaks.
Yeah, I'm the only one who has a mouth on me. Doesn't mean I'm the only one who speaks. Just means I'm the only one you can understand me because you're so dumb.
Hey, I wasn't rude to you.
Trying to take me away from Master. Master sleeps with me every night.
I look at, is it a double bed?
It's a big bed. Like it's like a, like if you imagine a king size bed, it's a little bit bigger than that.
Okay, so I think, well,
It's clearly custom made.
I mean, we could both sleep in it, and you, if that's okay with you.
You hussy.
What? It's
Have
only
you been here a day and you're trying to jump into bed with the master?
it's only sleep. I've slept with my father dozens of times.
Incest!
Just sleep, just sleep.
What kind of monster are you?
Sleep. It's like put your head down on a pillow and snore. Well, not me, my father, but still.
So the mouth is like engraved into one of the posters on the bed. It's like a 4-poster bed, and the post like literally turns away from you. You hear like the wood grinding against wood as it rotates in its socket to turn away from you.
Well, I guess we don't get it wrong. Okay, and I continue on just continue on my days as I said, spending time with the master. Well, Justin. By the way, we are at our 1 hour mark. So what do I want to do?
I mean, we're not. I mean, we're actually not that far from wrapping the story up.
It's your call. I mean, it's your
Yeah, we're fine. We're fine. I'm being anyone who goes to my stream because they're expecting mine will come right to here because I'm hosting you. So.
No, it's like in the idea if like we could have enough, we could do a third part. Just not rush it.
I don't think we need to.
It's your story. Like I don't know. I'm just telling you that we're at 1 hour mark. So do whatever you want.
Let me think.
It's an awesome story. I'm having a lot of fun with it. So I actually wouldn't mind.
Yeah, and I actually have some. There's a lot of. I've been thinking about this for almost 2 weeks now. So there's like a lot of little details about why the castle is the way it is, which might be interesting to get into. But it would definitely take long enough that it would justify a third segment.
Okay, so let's try for a segment.
Yeah, let's do a third segment.
Why not? It sounds really fun, and I'm having a lot of fun with Beaty. Okay, so do you want to wrap this up in any way, or can I give me a conclusion of like a week in the castle of how my relationship is going with the master and how everything is going?
The relationship's going really good. So you've given a lot of people names, or a lot of things names. He's starting to let you help with taking care of the roses, which you're pretty happy about, I imagine. He's the only one who does the dictation for the books, and you actually asked him once why he copies the books, and he like it's not that he like tried to explain and couldn't. It's like the words literally didn't come out of his mouth. And he just said, "'Cause I have to."
Okay, I kind of understand that.
It was a very strange, it felt like a very strange interaction. Like normally, it felt very different from how he's been with you most of the time. The bed still doesn't like you.
I will try and like sleep one night in it and see how if it's really that hostile. Maybe we can like reconcile if I sleep there.
So the one night you sleep in that bed, you wake up in the morning and you're like under the bed.
Did I sleep good?
It seems like the bed is close to crushing you. Like it's like you wake up because you're breathing really shallowly, and the bed's like pressing down on your chest, and you can only breathe these short little.
And I get out of bed and I slap the bed. Like at the face, where the face would be. That's not nice. I'm just trying to be friends.
It's not my fault you fell out of the bed and rolling around like a crazy person. That's not how people sleep. It's not how people sleep in a proper bed.
I mean, you've only had Justin sleeping you. You don't know how people sleep. You only know how Justin sleeps. This is how people sleep.
Well, then I don't want people in me. I just want my master in me. That's right. I said it.
I just walk out of the room. Okay, so anything else to add?
Nope. That's your first week.
That's my first week. Okay, makes sense. So let's do shoutouts. So Justin, what's up?
Hey guys. I'm Cavalier Guest on Twitch. I stream Monday through Friday from 1 to 5 p.m. PST, which is actually like right now. So right after this, I will be over at my stream playing Hearthstone, laddering up. I play a lot of Hearthstone. I also play some Final Fantasy Tactics, well, specific challenge in Final Fantasy Tactics, specific, which I need to get back to because I haven't played it in a while. So if you ever want to come over to my channel, talk about Hearthstone, talk about D&D. I've been playing D&D since I was 5, so that's 26 years. I started with first edition, so I have like a lot of I have a lot of ideas about D&D. I have a lot of like Zonalar was in there yesterday, asking for advice about how to be a good DM. Also, every 25 followers, I do a poem recitation. So there's lots of like interesting things going on in my stream. It's a really like fun place to hang out, regardless of regardless of whether or not you're interested in the game I happen to be playing. So encourage you to check it out.
Awesome. Yep. Well, I wish I could tell you it's going to be hosted here, but I think I'm going to stream myself a bit of Darkest Dungeon. I've had so much fun with that game, and I really want to jump back. We'll see if I actually can. I just definitely going to take a break because I want to eat something. I have like the food right in front of me. I haven't eaten since morning. And besides that, if you like, feel free to give us a follow. That would be great. That would be really helpful. And we do this every week. We normally do it on Friday, but because Friday I'm leaving, I'm flying out. We're not doing this. We didn't do it this Friday, but we normally do it this Friday. So next Friday, Justin, is okay with you?
Yeah, right, next Friday is good for me.
Good. Should be back home and no complications then. And besides that, there's not much streaming going on this week, but I encourage you to check out the schedule down below. And if you're interested in the streaming, just bookmark it. Because the schedule down below gets updated every week with the events that are going to happen on the stream every hour, and you can even figure out there's like a word time buddy there to show you what hour it starts for you. So it's really great if you're not familiar with time zones and you want to follow the stream. So that's about it. I'll see you guys. I don't think we do our Q&A after this because we do it at the end, like after we finish the whole story.
Correct.
Yeah. So no Q&A. Most definitely, depends how long I worry about in the castle, but I think we'll do it next week after the show. That's about it.
Yeah.
See you guys maybe in like 10 something minutes with more Darkest Dungeon. Bye bye. Long overlay.